Nice. So, I think yes, we can now start. Welcome to today's session. Today we are starting our chain fusion series. So we'll be starting with an introduction to Bitcoin development and our very able developer relations. Tevin, will take us through. So he'll just take it over.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Steve. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Last time there was a problem. I was doing a Telegram. And we did a Telegram meeting, and I was thinking that my screen was being shared to everyone, but it was I guess it was only being shared to a few people. So welcome, guys. Welcome to our Chain Fusion series. Today's session is gonna be an introduction to a series of a very huge topic that is currently also going on in the internet computer community. As ICP Hub Kenya, we like to at least go with go with the wave, So currently, the whole ICP community is in the buzz of Chain Fusion, and yeah, we're taking part in it. On top of it, I'm gonna share more insights about Chain Fusion series and how you guys can also take part and participate in it at the moment. So let's basically start. So basically, what Chain Fusion is from the word chain fusion, it means you can see as some sort of integration. Forgive me if it's your first time maybe to join these calls. Maybe what I'll be sharing might seem like it's a bit technical, but I'll try and make it as easy as possible. And also, we're gonna be giving you guys like tasks afterwards to like take part in it, so that you actually do what you're also doing. Like I was saying, fusion is more like integration. So it's just internet computer at the moment is one of a kind, unique layer one blockchain. It's unique because it has an integration feature that uses chain key cryptography. I'm sure you guys have heard about CK something, and the rest. So ICP at the moment is huge in that, and so ICP has made all other chains. It's like a multi-chain on its own, as much as it's a layer one. Whereby, as you can see here, it gives a single chain DApp experience. Multi-chain implementation is abstracted away from the user, where you leverage properties of multiple chains in a single DApp. So bring ICP strengths to smart contracts on other chains and vice versa. So what it basically means is ICP can integrate with any type of blockchain. That's why we stand out at the moment. So think of any form of blockchain that you love and maybe you're using, and maybe even you as a dev, you never know, you can even create your own blockchain as long as you have the whole infrastructure and the whole team. You never know how far it can go. But even after you create your own blockchain, internet computer, if it sees that this particular blockchain has a whole buzz, we'll want to integrate to you. So some of the major blockchains that ICP is currently integrated and has integrated are like the ones you're seeing here, like Bitcoin, which we are starting today. We have Ethereum. We're going to do Ethereum after we finish on Bitcoin. We're gonna there's another there's Ethereum layer 2s that you can see over here. There's Base, there's Optimism, and there's the common one known as Solana. Solana is actually it's a buzz right now because it's one of the best chains where meme coins prosper and flourish very very well. You've known of different meme coins such as the Pepe and yeah, think about all the good meme coins that maybe you've heard about. Most of them have been integrated on Solana, and more people are actually going into Solana. So Solana integration is actually upcoming, but it started. There's a whole documentation for it, but the most supported ones here are now Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. So how Chain Fusion works is uh, on the technical side, there's always two key building blocks whereby um, using a smart contract, you can be able to verify consensus of other networks such as Bitcoin. You can read and write, and you can also perform HTTP outcalls on different chains, and also yeah, there is something called the signing part. So the signing transactions of other chains, most chains use threshold ECDSA or threshold, this complicated name here, Schnorr and EDDSA. You don't really need to know about that, but basically what you need to know is Canister smart contract is as powerful as it can be able to integrate these particular chains in yeah, to form a whole dApp on its own. Yeah, so the most common one of course is now Chainkey ECDSA signing, which is it enables canisters to have the to be able to integrate with those particular keys. So I'll just jump away from that because it might sound a bit technical if you're new, but basically you can just see here that Canister smart contracts have their own ECDSA keys. So basically ECDSA is mostly it comes into these particular blockchains. Most of them use those or other methods, and that's how Canister smart contracts have been integrated to date. Um, uh, yeah, so if you're leveraging Chain Fusion dApps, we have Ethereum and Bitcoin, like I was saying, and all of these ones. This is a whole image of just a signing key, a smart contract, a Canister smart contract. Using that signing key, it's able to connect to those particular chains, and using chain key cryptography, we've been able now to do the whole integration process. Yeah, like I was saying, all kinds of contracts have their own ECDSA keys and stuff. So this is a bit complicated, I know, guys, but it's just an example of just showing you guys the whole logic and structure of how it goes behind the scenes. Yeah. I'll also move to the next. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I wanted. So today we're starting on Bitcoin integration on internet computer. So first of all, Bitcoin was birthed in 2008 by an unknown person or a group named Satoshi Nakamoto. For those I'm sure most of you guys know of Bitcoin, but maybe you don't know of the logic of the whole history behind it. So yeah, Bitcoin was birthed in 2008, where it was just a whole proposal behind it. Yeah, and it was officially launched in 2009 as the first decentralized cryptocurrency using blockchain technology. So Bitcoin is actually very huge because we can't overrule it. It's like the father of all other cryptocurrencies. We wouldn't have all these other cryptocurrencies, even ICP on its own. We wouldn't have ICP existing if Bitcoin didn't exist. So Bitcoin is really huge, and internet computer integrating Bitcoin is a game changer because, for example, um, at the moment, Bitcoin on its own as a standalone first pioneer cryptocurrency that is using blockchain technology is really expensive. It's really expensive in the sense of if I'm sending you one Bitcoin right now, I always say like give an example. I tried this last month. If I'm sending you $6 of Bitcoin, I might get charged $14 for transaction fees. So as you can see, it's good because it's using blockchain technology. You know, you're using crypto stuff. There's a whole fun about it, but economically speaking, it doesn't really make sense. If you're talking in a world whereby we want everyone to now move to the blockchain side, because that's actually what we want. The whole end goal of Web3 is that we are going to educate. We are in the Web3 side at the moment. We are in the education side. As much as we're in the education side now, that's when more and more applications, dApps are being launched every day on different chains. You know, now the whole Web3 ecosystem is building at the moment. So that's where we have building in the sense of there's the marketing part, there's the developer part. Now us, there's the whole companies coming in together, shifting to Web3 and stuff. So how we're gonna embrace blockchain technology is not gonna be that swift. But as you've seen from years back when blockchain started, I think it was in 1949, years back when blockchain started, as we've seen that this particular technology actually really works. Yeah. Let me just confirm to you the time. The time that's let me take you guys back. Today we're gonna do a bit of history. You know. Yes, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, this is where I wanted. Yeah. So I'm going to watch blockchain. Yeah, I just wanted this history. So going back to the early 1970s, yeah, whereby cryptography and computer science was at play. The idea of now decentralized ledgers started, and also now the idea of secure and maybe secure systems, transparent systems came in. Yeah. So back in the days, like in the 1970s, we've seen how this how this blockchain technology has actually come in play. But the major way that it has come in is through actually cryptocurrency, and so that's why we can't always rule Bitcoin at the moment. So like I said, Bitcoin was proposed in 2008, and then 2009 it was launched, and then now from 2010 and beyond, now developers, now us, started looking for ways in which blockchain can now be scaled, because we are talking a world whereby we are talking yeah, I mean, I'll go back here. We are talking of a world whereby we want people to use this particular technology, and probably out of all these chains that exist right now, because there are a lot of chains at the moment, if you check maybe CoinMarketCap or all these other exchange platforms, you'll see that they've listed a lot of tokens, and new tokens and cryptocurrencies are always coming in. But in a world, picture a world whereby now the whole world, that means even us, Africa, um we always looked as the third world countries. Yeah, even as third world countries, if we want everyone now to move to the blockchain side, we have to make things scalable, right? So maybe in future people might want to use the one pioneer blockchain, which is Bitcoin. Yeah. So if you're looking to scale Bitcoin, how will you make it better? So Internet Computer has done this through the integration. So like I was saying, if I'm sending you $6 of Bitcoin, and then I get $14 for transaction fees, it's so expensive. So using Chain-key cryptography with ICP, now you can be able to send someone Bitcoin with the transaction fee as low as 0.01, and the transaction speed, if I'm sending you Bitcoin right now, just with the normal network of Bitcoin, it takes even up to 80 confirmations. By confirmation, that means a transaction has to go and then get approved and then go get approved. It can even take 45 minutes just for you to receive that small amount of Bitcoin. So this should not be the case, especially if there's network congestion. Like if many people are trading using Bitcoin, then the network gets to lag, and then now the transaction time is even more slow. We've seen this in other chains such as also Solana, whereby a lot of users, it has a lot of users, so the network is really congested. If you're using different platforms, like for example, if you're using Binance, you just want to send someone $10 of Solana, you'll see there that the exchange platform says that okay, the minimum requirement to send Solana is probably $100 plus, and probably you don't have that, and also you'll be told that it can even show you that there's a network congestion and time might take long. So to avoid that, Internet Computer has come up with that solution where now we've been able to integrate Bitcoin, and you're hoping that through this, now developers can also now come in and start building dApps on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, the way it was created, it did not have any smart contracts. It doesn't have any smart contracts. The first blockchain to have smart contracts is Ethereum, which you're going to look afterwards. But Bitcoin did not have smart contract. That means Satoshi Nakamoto, the way they developed it, I always believe that it's a team. The way they developed the whole Bitcoin, in terms of tokenomics and everything, is really good, yeah. But they were not considerate that maybe people would want to upgrade this particular first generation cryptocurrency to make it better and easier. So at least Internet Computer has come in, because now through this integration, you can be able to have Canister smart contracts running on the Bitcoin network. So this is really a huge game changer. It's good because it runs in a layer 1 blockchain. You don't have to create a layer 2 type of blockchain for it to now run on Bitcoin. But we also know that there are currently layer 2 blockchains that exist on Bitcoin network. Like now, I think Litecoin and the rest, they are like layer 2s. They're like they're still on the Bitcoin network, but they're like upgrades of Bitcoin. Something that Bitcoin didn't have, now they have. Yeah. So ICP currently stands out. So as you can see here, there's bridgeless and trustless integration of the Internet Computer with the Bitcoin network to bring smart contracts to Bitcoin. And this uses Chain-key ECDSA signing as building blocks. So Chain-key cryptography really stands out in the whole all of this. So basically what Chain-key Bitcoin is, or CKBTC is basically Chain-key Bitcoin. So when I'm telling you guys CKBTC, I don't mean something else. I just mean Chain-key Bitcoin, because we are using Chain-key cryptography. Yeah. A lot of your applications that you guys are gonna be building, you guys are gonna be using CKBTC. If you have been into our community, we did an airdrop like I think 2 months ago to the community, where we were giving people free NFTs. We were giving people free NFTs that were from let me show you. from Bionic. Here we were giving people free Motoko Sentinels. So basically, I'll just show you guys how this looks like. So this is an example of these are Motoko Sentinels. So the Bionic team decided to give us ICP Hub Kenya this airdrop where we give around, I think, 30 people free NFTs. So these NFTs, how you trade them is you use CKBTC, you use Chainky Bitcoin. So instead of buying instead of maybe purchasing them or selling them with just normal Bitcoin, which is really expensive, we're using CKBTC. So this is one of the major ways that you can scale Bitcoin, because you know why? The more transactions the more the transactions that are in the Bitcoin network, the better and the faster, and at least it shows that ICP is playing its role by integrating Bitcoin. So most of the dApps that you guys are gonna be coming up with, most of them are gonna be you can use CKBTC. And also, I'd love for us to do a tutorial for you to actually hold CKBTC in your particular wallet. So as you can see here, CKBTC is a Bitcoin twin token on the internet computer. It is 100% backed by real Bitcoin, held in custody by a smart contract, of course using chain key cryptography and native Bitcoin integration as building blocks. So how CKBTC works is it's a replica of Bitcoin. Nothing else changes. Everything that happens on the Bitcoin network is as it is. If you go and check out the transactions, everything runs completely on the Bitcoin network. So this is a game changer because you see we are not making a clone of Bitcoin and making people assume that they're using Bitcoin, yet they're not really using Bitcoin. So in the future, like I was saying, if you're talking about scalability, if you're talking about that common mwananchi that we want to use Bitcoin as payments, maybe if you go out there, if you don't have cash and maybe M-Pesa has a problem that day, maybe that day probably there was an issue and you just have internet. If the mama mboga over there understands about or the grocery shop understands about Bitcoin, and they're like, okay, we understand this whole payment system, and yeah, you can use Bitcoin, and we give them a scenario whereby you can use CKBTC. It's cheaper, it's faster. You're gonna just spend you're gonna be using like you're using M-Pesa, you're gonna be 1 to 2 seconds, you've already sent them the whole amount, they've received it, probably get a notification, and you're good to go, stress free like that. So if you're talking about scalability, that's why ICP has integrated Bitcoin and most of these other major blockchains to make them better. This is an example of just how Bitcoin integration works with canisters. So basically, a Bitcoin canister acts like an on-chain Bitcoin node that validates Bitcoin's proof of work. So the consensus mechanism for Bitcoin, first of all, is usually proof of work. For ICP is proof of useful work, and it keeps track of all transactions on the Bitcoin network. So this node can be required by other smart contracts to obtain balances and transactions of Bitcoin addresses. This is trustless and no intermediaries like bridges are required. So before or even currently, how other people use Bitcoin is I'm sure you guys have heard of something like wrapped Bitcoin. I think it's also even in exchanges like wrapped Bitcoin, whereby it's a bridge of Bitcoin, but now it's wrapped. But now you have to bridge, and when you bridge, it always causes you gas fees. So the bridges now, the oracles and the rest, always act as intermediaries. You have real Bitcoin, but you want a cheaper Bitcoin. So now you have to bridge to this particular chain, bridge to that, and this is really not how it's supposed to be. So using chain key cryptography, ICP has been able to do these integrations stress free. You don't need to bridge to any particular chain to actually do that. And at the moment, CKBTC is actually in almost all it's almost in all let me open NS. It's in all major wallets, such as this one. Show you trying to see, yeah, because you can see here there's CKBTC. Yeah, so actually CKBTC is actually on almost all wallets on ICP at the moment. We have, of course, CKETH, CKUSDC was integrated the other day. So yeah, but now let's go back to particular Bitcoin stuff. Yeah, so CKBTC on its own, last month and the month before, we were doing meme coins, where we were teaching students how to not students, just say developers, yeah, and also students, how to build meme coins on ICP. So we did the whole introduction to tokens, and one of the major, let me just, because I have it over here, just open it, allow me to open it, sorry. We had just run fast to it. Yes, here it is. We have different types of tokens on ICP at the moment, and one of the major ones that we're using is ICRC1, which basically, ICRC is basically internet computer request for comments. One, it's just like Ethereum, the way ERC20 Ethereum request, ERC20 Ethereum request for comments 20. Basically now ICP comes in there. So we have different types of tokens on ICP. We have ICRC1, ICRC2, ICRC7, DIP20, all of those, yeah. But I want you guys to focus mostly on ICRC1, because it's like the standard fungible token on ICP that provides a common interface for fungible tokens on internet computer. It addresses the need for uniformity in fungible token interfaces, as various non-compatible interfaces had emerged alongside the ICP ledger. The ICRC1 standard was created by, of course, the community working group Dfinity, and it is designed for fungible tokens such as CKBTC, CKETH, and SNS tokens. So back to this, yeah. So CKBTC is an ICRC1, ICRC2, and ICRC3 token. Yeah, so basically just know that it's an ICRC type of token, yeah. Transactions are performed via the CKBTC ledger. So a ledger is basically it's basically a place where that holds the record of all transactions on the chain, on the blockchain. You can't talk about cryptocurrency or transactions and there's no ledger involved. In all chains that exist at the moment, there's always a ledger somewhere. That's why there's always now you on the developer side will always be asked to do an integration of a ledger somewhere. So as you can see here, transactions are performed via the CKBTC ledger. It exists. Let me open it, dashboard. Yeah, let me open the ICP dashboard, transactions, and show you CKBTC. Actually, it's here. Chain Fusion, CKBTC. Yeah, as you can see, how CKBTC works. At the moment, this is the total supply of CKBTC that has existed on ICP, and it always keeps on increasing time by time. And all of these, you will see, of course, the CKBTC transactions. So all this run on a CKBTC ledger. That's why when you do a transaction, even if I'm sending you CKBTC right now, the transaction will appear over here. If you track it very well, you'll see that it will appear. Like you can see here, these are people who are, this person transferred this CKBTC 1 minute ago, wherever. Yeah, so all this always has to happen in a particular ledger, and this applies also in all cryptocurrencies, majorly. Uh, some of the methods, API methods, that ICRC1 token standards have is ICRC1 balance, transfer, approve, transfer from. Most of this we tackled in the Mimton when we were doing our token sessions. And in case you aren't there, I would advise you to just go check out the videos on YouTube and follow through. Also, those who have actually done the Mimton projects and they launched real meme coins on internet computer blockchain, and they're actually doing it. You can always learn one thing or another from them. And like the Mimton that we were doing, the people were recommended to deploy an ICRC2 token. So at least if you want to dive deeper into that, you can know that. But just know that CKBTC uses is an ICRC2 token. That's why it exists. Yeah, and that's why now we have it as a canister smart contract. Yeah. Yeah, so example of dApps that are using Chain Fusion technology. Of course, like I said, Bionic. Bionic, I've already shown you guys. We did a whole token airdrop. Imagine we were just giving people like $60 or just $60 to $100, but in worth of NFTs, they can get to hold. They can take their particular NFTs, Motoko NFTs on missions and stuffs. And yeah, but as you can see here, like I've shown you guys, Bionic basically, as an NFT marketplace, it scales Bitcoin because you have to do the whole purchase and everything using CKBTC. So everything is on the Bitcoin network. These are different dApps that exist at the moment. You can see NFID done by Omnichain. Helix Markets exchange is more like a Binance on its own, orally, and the rest. Yeah, and these are also examples of currencies that have been integrated by ICP at the moment. We have CKERC20, CK8, CKBTC. We have CKUSDC. At least it's the first stablecoin to be integrated on internet computer blockchain. So as you can see that using Chenki cryptography, ICP really does stand out. Yeah, so where do we really start? Yeah, if I'm being honest, this particular session is huge. It's huge because I really didn't know where to start, and but we're just gonna try and see how far we're gonna go. I'll try that these first sessions to be as simple as possible, so that you just know how to engage with the Bitcoin network on its own. When you come here on the internet computer website, just search, even when you search, just search Bitcoin, and you'll see different results over here. If you want a Bitcoin and a NFT marketplace such as Bionic for ordinals, addresses, Chain Fusion examples. Actually, what we are doing. Let me open that. I had opened the other one. Yeah, just wanted. Yeah. So for us, we are dealing with Chain Fusion on its own. Basically allows developers to build dApps and that can interact seamlessly with other blockchain networks. We're doing Bitcoin at the moment. Yeah, also when you come here, you just see the whole Chain Fusion sector and stuff. So it's a whole buzz right now, Bitcoin and ICP. It's a video you can check out. So I'd recommend you to check this particular link. I'm gonna post all this. Post all this. If you don't understand, sorry, let me click pause. If you don't understand what's really happening and integration, there's a video about it. You can watch it over there. Yeah. So yeah, basically that's it. And I think we're gonna kick off with there's a task that we did on ScapeTC at the moment that I'd like you guys to participate in it again. We actually, let me open Plug Wallet. Let me open my other browser. So basically, we wanted people to mint and transfer CKBTC, but CK test BTC, like no, it's not really real Bitcoin, but using testnet on the testnet side. You know, there's always the mainnet on the testnet side. So the first task that maybe I'd want you guys to participate in, before now we go deep into now the coding sessions coming to languages and stuffs, is, sorry, let me just sorry for this, let me just minimize, yeah. But I want us to do this. I want us to do this particular task. I'm gonna post it on the chat. You know how. Yeah. So yeah, I want you to hold CKBTC on your particular wallet, and you actually get to see it on your wallet and see that really this is really real Bitcoin. Yeah. So the first thing that maybe you need to do, you can follow through this tutorial. I'll try as much as possible and also do it. Before you start, please have a Plug wallet or maybe Bitfinity wallet extension. When I check here, I have Bitfinity and I also have Plug, but I like using this other browser. Yeah, I have Plug I have Plug over here, but I can also have Bitfinity wallet if I also want it. I think I'd also integrated Bitfinity over here, but I'll see how that goes. Yeah, so this is an example of how Plug wallet looks like, and as you can see here, let me just open it. Oh no, yeah, let me just open it. I think mine is already logged in. So I would recommend first have in your laptops just install Plug. Let me see if I can put the install Plug, create an account, and yeah, here's my Plug wallet. Doesn't have much, just some small $3, and yeah, just see how it just have this installed as an extension, depending if you're using Chrome or if you're using this other browser that I'm using, Brave. It's okay. Yeah, so first of all, have a wallet. Second thing is I want you guys to install Electrum. So Electrum is basically more like it's like a testnet wallet that you're gonna be using now, so that because you're interacting on Bitcoin network on the testnet side, I tried to at least make this tutorial simple as possible. So I'll just follow the steps over here, and I'll also ask you to also follow the same. So first thing, I have had my Plug wallet installed. I even did a screenshot. Second thing is of course I had Bitfinity over here also. I don't know if I remember my Bitfinity password, to be honest. Let me see if I do. Let me. Okay, yeah, let me log in with internet identity. But as long as you have plug, it's still okay. But for some people, I realized that plug maybe wasn't showing the CKBTC. That's why, yeah, that's why I wanted you to install both plug and Bitfinity wallet. Let me try and log into this one. Yes, I'm in. So here is our Bitfinity wallet. It's supposed to come. Yeah, it tells you congratulations. Yeah, so it's here. Bitfinity wallet works. This is how it looks like. As you can see, we had already done this before, but we're still redoing it because we're starting with Bitcoin. The whole point of doing it way before was at least to prepare for this particular day. So I have those two installed, and on your side you'll also just install both of them if you don't have. The second thing is I'll run this particular command. You should also have an Electrum wallet installed. There's a link here on how to install Electrum. When you click it, you're gonna take you to electrum.org. You're gonna choose whichever device you're using, and then just download Electrum and have it. Electrum looks like this. Since already I'll have it installed, I think. Electrum. Yeah, it looks like this, Electrum Bitcoin wallet. Yeah, so let me just follow the steps because we're going step by step over here. So next thing, you can launch the testnet wallet. So once you install Electrum wallet, it doesn't mean that when you click it, it's gonna open to you the testnet wallet. Electrum is also a Bitcoin wallet on its own, but now we're using testnet because we want to get fake Bitcoin. So there's a whole command over here. Just have also Python 3 installed in your machine, and I just run it, and then it's gonna open for me Electrum. Yes, maybe I can put my password. Let me just call this. I'll call this wallet chain fusion, and then maybe next. Or maybe let me see if I have Bitcoin wallet. Let me see if I can use Bitcoin. Let me see if I remember my password for last time. Oh yeah, yes I do. Yeah, I remembered it. So it's better I use it because at least it had some few testnet Bitcoins over here. Yeah, so I have opened that. This is a screenshot of how it will look like, what I have demonstrated. And then now we're gonna get free testnet Bitcoin from now different faucets. So let me try and see if I can use this one, or maybe if I can get, yeah, I can get from both. Next thing is just have free, yeah, and then yes. So basically what you're gonna do is this is more like a faucet. A faucet is just more like you can get free testnet testnet tokens depending on whichever network you're using. There's always even a faucet even on for ICP. Okay, we call them of course cycles. You get free cycles. Other chains, there's always a faucet right now. So basically this Electrum testnet Bitcoin wallet that I've opened, I want to receive some free Bitcoin so that I use them for my particular address. So I'm just gonna check out my wallet and then see how I can receive free Bitcoin. Let me see. Yeah, I'll click create request. Here is the address over here. When I click it, tells me address copy to clipboard, and then now I'll come and paste this particular address over here. And as you can see here, it's giving me 0.0001 testnet Bitcoin. Let me see if we can get more. Yeah, I think the maximum I can get is this, so I'll just send this and see. Yeah, it verifies. I'll also try this other testnet. I want as many Bitcoins as possible. Whoa, this one takes like like okay. Yeah, we sent this testnet Bitcoins. Okay, it has taken a short time. So I'm gonna receive this particular Bitcoins in a few. As you can see here, I have requested for it, but it's gonna take a bit of transactions. When you're dealing with Bitcoin network, as you can see here, it has to confirm all these transactions first so that I receive it. So here I'm receiving, like, I had put like 0.0003 something testnet Bitcoins. I'm gonna expect to see them over here in this particular wallet. So they're gonna be coming in. I'll just click here, history. When you check here on history, as you can see, I have requested for 0.13752 Bitcoins. They're coming in, but here it says unconfirmed because it's gonna take a while before they really reach my wallet. That's why I was saying one of the challenges with the main Bitcoin network is if you're sending someone Bitcoin, it has to confirm transactions. It takes long. This can even take me 30 minutes. I don't know how long it will do that, but once it shows me confirmed over here, I'm gonna receive this particular Bitcoin testnets that I want to actually receive. But I think I have like 0.18. Yeah, here you can see it just shows me this is the unconfirmed Bitcoin that is about to reach. It's gonna take a while. That's why as you can see, this thing is just going down slowly by slowly. But I think I think this wallet has like 0.18 Bitcoin, if I'm not wrong. I think it has some bit of Bitcoin. So far so good. As you wait for the others to come in, if the others don't come in, it's still okay. Next step, once you've received your free testnet Bitcoin, you can clone this particular repository over here. I already have this repository on my end, so I think I'm gonna open it. Let me see. Infinity. Yeah. Okay, let me just confirm. Let me just confirm that it's here. Yeah. Yeah, it's here. It's actually here. Oh, I didn't have it. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna clone it. I thought I had it over here, but seems like I lost it. Yeah, but basically clone this. Then now let me finish cloning. It's a huge file, so it might take you a while. But my internet is good. Okay, it's taking long, but it's gonna do that. But once we do that, then we are gonna now move to the next steps. At the moment, what we've done is we are sending our free Bitcoin to this particular wallet on our Electrum wallet. And also we're gonna withdraw some of these bitcoins from our Electrum wallet to now our internet computer wallet. Okay, I think it has finished most of the transactions. Okay, it has only done one confirmation, and this other one it's also done one confirmation. But my balance is good. My balance has increased at least, so it hasn't taken that long completely. In the meantime, I'm also waiting for this to clone. I think I had it earlier, but I just might have removed it. But I think I'll just wait. No, there's no worries to waiting. Maybe I put it over here. No. Yeah, let me just wait for it to clone. It's gonna eat our 5 minutes. Yeah, so if you're following through, maybe on your end, just do the simple steps you've done. Just have a plug wallet or a Bitfinity wallet extension on your side. After that, download Electrum wallet and use this particular command to run the testnet wallet of it, because when you open the Electrum wallet, it will just open the mainnet for it, but just use this and run the testnet. And then once you do that, the next step I have opened 2 faucets over here, and I have actually sent myself free Bitcoin, this amount of Bitcoin, so that I use them for my particular tutorial. So I think this is like step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. Yeah, and I'm waiting for it. Okay, I don't know who's that, but thank you for unmuting. Oh yeah, my repository at least is good to go. Also, I'd love you guys to maybe be engaging and interactive. Yeah, you can share in the group or even here. Tell me what you love about Bitcoin, and you can even unmute, yeah, as we continue. Tell me what you love about Bitcoin, and do you see a future for it, and what do you want to learn in this particular Chain Fusion tutorial for Bitcoin to be per se. Yeah, so I have cloned my repository, and what I'm gonna do is, of course, I'll have to open it. CDIC, and then I'll open it with VS Code. So this basically the repository that we have actually cloned is an existing internet computer repository at the moment. Yeah, so it's already a repository that has documents. What you're gonna do is yeah, we've opened it. As you can see, it has a lot of files and stuffs. A lot of files and stuffs. So I'll just use the same tutorial I have reached. So I'll just CD to, you can see we have 2 minutes to go. So I'll just CD and then I'll just CD to IC, and then oh no, I have already CD to IC, so I'll CD to RS folder. This is the RS folder, and then I'll CD to the Bitcoin folder. Yeah, and then I'll CD to CKBTC testnet, CD CKBTC, and then CD testnet. just as the tutorial shows me. Yeah, so yeah, I'm good to go. I am ready to go. I think so. Next step, as the particular steps you've done. Oh yeah, sorry for that, guys. My machine just, I think just hung for a second. Yeah, it's back. It's back. It's back. I think it's because I've opened a lot of tabs. Yeah, yeah, it's back. Yeah, so I have cloned this particular repository. As you can see here, let me open it. Yeah, here it is. This repository has a lot of internet computer materials. We are using Rust here at the moment, and we just opened the Bitcoin folder on CKBTC, and we went to testnet. Probably on our next sessions, we're gonna go to mainnet and stuffs, and yeah, but we're doing that. So once you've done that, I think that's step 5. Then you're secure. So now we are going to obtain a deposit address from of the CKBTC Minter. Minter is basically now the particular address that creates that's gonna have the fake the testnet Bitcoin, and the command that you're gonna be running in is this. But before we run this command, just ensure that you have an internet an identity on that I think DFX identity new. Yeah, DFX identity. Let me see first. Yeah, these are all the identities I have used. I think I'll use let me just create a new one. So I'll just do DFX identity new, DFX identity new, call this chain fusion, then maybe password I'll use Bitcoin. Yeah, so we created, and say I'll go DFX identity use, DFX identity use chain fusion that I created. Yeah, so I'm using chain fusion. So you need to have an identity. Identity is basically now your wallet on ICP. If you want to deploy on mainnet or any of these, yeah. So this particular tutorial says that it's using DFX version 0.1.2.1, which is outdated at the moment, but I don't know. I have mine is 0.17, but if I'll have to downgrade, I will downgrade. Yeah, I will downgrade. So yeah, because of time, I'm gonna dim it here because I feel like this is enough. I have reached the steps that I'm supposed to reach, and now I want you guys to reach that step. So that next week, first thing we do is we're gonna finish up here. We've just remained with like 3 steps. The whole point of this is I want you guys to have like, when you open your particular wallet, testnet wallet, as you can see here, there is like 0.0003 CKBTC testnet wallet. So this CKBTC testnet wallet is BTC that we're gonna be getting from here. BTC that we're gonna be getting from here on our particular Electrum testnet wallet. We're gonna be transferring it now to our particular wallets. We're gonna use principal IDs and stuff. So because of time, I'll just I think that's enough. And also I'm gonna I'll share all these particular links right now on the group, and all the particular materials that you'll need for us to now like learn Bitcoin. And yeah, on other sessions we're gonna create a whole Bitcoin application on its own, have a front end for it, and have the particular backend. But I feel like this is okay for now, because I've seen also that most of you it's new. And yeah, it's better to just go slowly by slowly, so that next week, if all of you have done this, you have CKBTC on your particular wallet, then that will be really awesome. At least I'll know that you're following through. So yeah, allow me to stop sharing my screen for now. Yes. Yes. So yeah, I'll give it back to Steve to end the session for today. Yeah, thank you guys.
Okay, thanks, Devin. Yeah, we'll share the recording by tomorrow, and also we'll attach all the relevant links. Yeah, that marks the end of this session. So I don't think. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, or comments, please. Like what would you love to learn about Bitcoin during our Chain Fusion series? Because Bitcoin integration is huge. We've not even come to the Ethereum side yet. But yeah, because we also want you guys to build Bitcoin applications. They're more scalable than actually just building a normal
Yeah,
DApp. So
yeah.
yeah,
You guys don't have questions.
I think it's more like let's just reach where we reached so far for now.
So anyway, yeah. So let me end the call. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye bye.